Final Fantasy is an incredibly famous series that, as everyone knows, originated from Smash and now they have 16 main title games. For the longest time, I never touched Final Fantasy because though I am a gamer, I am no nerd. But then I took a good look in the mirror and realized that not only am I a nerd, but I am the most foul nerd you can possibly imagine. So like any ordinary individual trying to get into a new series, I started from the 15th main installment. At first I loved this game. I got to be in a boy band and the art, combat, and animations were all awesome. The open world could have been better, but still pretty good for a first attempt. The story, however, was... well, okay, so there's this guy, Tetsuya Nomura, directed the Kingdom Hearts series. And he did this game's story just like he did Kingdom Hearts story. He did it so hard and then passed the baton over to the next director, Hajime Tabata, and that man picked up right where Tetsuya Nomura left off and proceeded to do this game's story just as hard as Tetsuya Nomura was doing it, if not harder, and then kept doing it until it ended up being done so badly that it ruined my life. Seriously, all I remember from this story is pushing a car, looking at a dress, and then becoming Superman. But there was potential. Final Fantasy XV was a big step forward for the series with the real-time combat and open world, and I couldn't wait for the next one. 7 years later, Final Fantasy XVI is finally here. And they scrapped the whole open world thing, but they did keep the combat. So far, I think this game is awesome, but I'm surprised to see a great number of people get riled up and beat their chests over this drama about Final Fantasy XVI. And so it's time for me and my army of 1,500 subscribers to settle things once and for all. It's time to finally decide if Clive's pants are way too tight. Like, my goodness, these things look like they're about to rip. I first noticed them during the flashback when Clive was 15, but I was like, okay, no big deal, because we all had that skinny jeans phase. But now this man is 28 or something and still rocking the spandex. Like, what are you doing? You are a warrior. How are you going to live up to your Japanese creators and do a full roundhouse karate kick if those pants are just gonna rip at the slightest movement? But also, I think I understand. Recently, I went to Yellowstone with my family, and after I hiked to the top of a mountain and took in the peaceful, beautiful view, I came to a realization that you should really wear bug spray before going on a hike, because in the span of 2 hours, I got eaten alive and turned into the dude version of Lumpy Space Princess. And back in the medieval days, there was no bug spray. So how are you going to keep the bugs from crawling up your pants and biting your dong? That's right, you wear tight pants.